But let's talk about why we might see some things that don't look neutral, that have nothing to do with the pelvis. So for example, I could have a fairly neutral pelvis, which I believe is about here on me, but I could have a really restricted rib cage, and my tendency or posture might be to actually kind of thrust my ribs forward. And you'll see now, I look like I have a big arch in my back, but it's not because of my pelvis, it's actually because of my rib cage. And so if I have this big arch in my back and I tuck, first off, it's really uncomfortable, but I might or might not look like I'm in better posture, but I haven't fixed the problem because I still have a stiff rib cage. Now I've just jammed my pelvis. So that's not super great. Conversely, sometimes in a class setting, if you cue someone to tuck, some of our people or you might actually already be more here in this position, which is hard for me to adapt because this isn't my natural posture with this tuck. And so if you tuck further, you're going to go further into the position that you're already too good at being in. Finally, sometimes for those of us who are anteriorly tilted, it might be, if I'm truly anteriorly tilted, right, a little tuck, not so bad. But sometimes my anterior tilt isn't coming from my pelvis. It's actually coming from the fact that my thigh bones and knees are pushed too far back. And you'll notice when I do that, now again, I look like I have a big arch, but if I stay there and I try to tuck, I haven't fixed the lower leg. So again, if this is my posture, I might actually need to bring my thigh bones and shins forward a little bit, depending. Could be shins, could be thigh bones. And that might actually make for a better pelvic position in that case. So I'm just pointing all those out because a lot of the time we just cue the pelvis, but the restriction can be above or below, the compensation can be above or below.